Chapter 30. Ingracia 2. The first day of our class is going well. In the middle of the lesson, the kids ask me a lot of questions. Rimuru-sensei, are you as strong as Shizue-sensei? Kenya asked. Fufufu, I'm stronger than Shizue-san, I said with a smug face. It's actually true that I'm stronger than her, but when it comes to other things, she can be quite powerful in her own way. Rimuru-sensei, how old are you? Ryota asked. You don't need to ask that, Ryota. Rimuru-sensei is an old man, Alice said, and it really hurt my feelings. Alice, be nice to Rimuru-sensei, Chloe said. Okay, enough of this. Let's continue with this problem, I said, and they all went back to solving the magic problem I had created. Rimuru-sensei, can I ask you something? Gale asked me. His face was quite serious. Perhaps he was going to ask something important. Sure, what is it? Do you know the reason why Shizue-sensei left? Gale asked, and all of them looked down. I can't answer that question yet, but when I take you all to my kingdom, I will give you the answer, I said, and they all looked up at me. Kingdom? You have a kingdom, Rimuru-sensei? Ryota asked. Yes. Why? I replied with a smug face. It's not like it's a big deal, humph, Alice said. Amazing, Chloe added. Are you really going to take us there, Rimuru-sensei? Kenya asked. Yes, after I save you all. In about 2 weeks, I will take you to my kingdom, I promised. That's a promise, Rimuru-sensei? You won't go back on your word, right? Gale asked. Yes, I won't, I said, smiling at them. At Rimuru's room in Ingracia. Man, today was pretty good. That being said, I'm going to sleep now, I said to myself. I closed my eyes, but after 5 minutes, I felt something heavy on my stomach. I slowly opened my eyes to see Ciel on top of me. Ciel. What are you doing? I asked her. Era. Shizue already had some alone time with you, master. Now it's my turn to have you to myself. Wait, we're in a dorm. There are other people on the other side of the wall, I protested. Fufufu, there's no need to worry, master. I just made this room soundproof. Now let's begin, Rimuru-sama. When the sun rose, I prepared for my class and headed to the classroom. Where is Rimuru-sensei? Is he late? Chloe asked. Humph, what a horrible teacher, Alice remarked. Come on, Alice. Maybe Rimuru-sensei is doing something important right now, Gale said. I'm here. I groaned as I walked to my table. Rimuru-sensei, are you okay? You look like a corpse that rose from the dead, Kenya said. Kenya is right. Rimuru-sensei, you look horrible, Ryota added. Are you okay, Rimuru-sensei? Gale asked. Yes, I'm okay. Now let's start, I said, slowly turning toward the board. I continued to teach them magic, though I felt like a zombie because of what happened last night. I was glad when the day finally finished so I could head back to my room and lay down. The next day, we had a picnic. I started a hand-to-hand combat class with the students, and then a sky dragon appeared. Just like last time, I took care of it and met Miles. He invited us to a restaurant for dinner, where I talked to him about the products of Tempest and other business. Tomorrow, I will go to the labyrinth and meet Ramiris. After that, I will return to Tempest. I know Shizue-san and Valora can handle the Falmouth attack. Well, I'm gonna get ready now. That night, Ciel came out again and we did the same thing, leaving me looking like a zombie once more. Chapter 31. Labyrinth. We prepare to go to our destination and pack our things. After this, I will go back to Tempest. Hinata will surely ambush me, but she can't defeat me now that I'm a higher being. Rimuru-sensei, is this the place? Gale asked. Yes, it's the place, I said with a smile. It's kinda creepy here, don't you think? Ryota said. It's not that creepy, Alice said, trying to look brave. Okay, now let's go in, I said, and we walked into the labyrinth. Oh, who are these people? a voice called out. Who's that? Chloe asked. Yes. Get more scared so this will be more fun. Don't worry, Chloe. Hey, I wish to speak with Ramiris, I said. How do you know my name? Very well then, if you defeat my masterpiece, I will speak with you, Ramiris said. Her golem jumped in front of us. Can you defeat it? Can you? Can you? Elemental Colossus captured. Well what? That's my... Ramiris stammered. Hey, I defeated it. Come out now, Ramiris, or else... I threatened. Yes, yes, yes. Ramiris of the labyrinth at your service, she said, appearing. We talked about spirits and how to save the children. After that, we headed to the dwelling of spirits. Okay, here we are, I said. Are they going to come, Rimuru-sensei? The spirits? Ryota asked. Of course they'll come, I said with a smile. Like last time, I created spirits, but I added protection programs to them. Kenya and Chloe were not included because Kenya already had a light spirit and Chloe had Cronoa. After that, we headed back. Hey Ramiris, I will give you the golem I promised, I said. Really? Do it now, Ramiris said with sparkles in her eyes. Then I summoned Beretta. I also improved Beretta's body to ensure Ramiris's safety. I knew Diablo was currently watching us. Back to Ingracia. So Rimuru-san, how did you save the kids? Yuki asked. That's a secret, but I will give you this, I said, taking out a lot of manga. Yes, understood, master, Yuki said happily. Now then, I will go back to the children, I said as I left the office. I could sense that Hinata was preparing her plans to kill me, but too bad for her. She will fail. Rimuru-sensei, Chloe called out. Oh, hey Chloe. Rimuru-sensei, can we go to the bakery? Alice asked. Okay. They pulled me toward the bakery. They all bought expensive sweets. Money is not a problem for me. After that, it was time for me to leave. Like last time, they all cried. I gave them gifts and gave the mask to Chloe. Don't worry, I will take you to my country in 2 weeks. I promised, right? They all nodded, and I said my goodbyes for now. Chapter 32. Hinata versus Rimuru. As I headed toward Hinata's trap, I checked on Shizue-san and the condition of Tempest. Ciel, are we inside the holy barrier now? Yes, master. Once we get to the center, Hinata will start her attack. Okay, now let's see how I will fight Hinata. It's not really a fight, but I want to get back at her for what she did last time. Maybe I'll tease her just a little. The moment I reached the center, I stopped and made Ranga go back to my shadow. Then I heard Hinata's footsteps. I slowly looked back, and there she was, looking menacing for no reason. Hello. I believe we have never met, but it will be goodbye soon, Hinata said, walking toward me. What is the business of the chief knight of the Imperial Guard and the leader of the 10 great saints with me? I asked. Era, you have quite a bit of knowledge, but that will not save you. I will avenge Shizue-sensei's death by killing you, Hinata said, unsheathing her sword. Listen here, I didn't kill Shizue-san. She's alive, you know? Humph, don't make excuses just to escape. I will make sure you die here, Hinata said, charging at me. I easily avoided every strike she made. See? You can't even hit me, I teased. Shut up, Hinata yelled. She dashed backward, creating distance. Done now? I asked with my arms crossed. Like hell I will lose to a dirty monster. Hinata dashed toward me again, but I released a bit of my aura, making her movements stop. I held her chin and put my face a little closer. Are you done or not? I asked, smiling. She was casting a spell, putting her full strength into it. Disintegration. I didn't move. I just let it hit me. When the smoke cleared, I was standing there without a single scratch. She fell to her knees. Sorry, Shizue-sensei. It looks like I will die without avenging your death, Hinata said with a small smile. She was actually quite cute when she smiled, but also a bit stubborn. I slowly held her cheek. "What? Are you going to use my body before you kill me?" she asked. "Why would I do that? I'm not going to kill you. Shizue-san is alive and in my kingdom," I said, still holding her cheeks. They were quite soft. "What are you saying? The merchant said you killed her. If you want proof, go to Tempest in 2 weeks. You will see her there." I leaned in close to her ear. "I'll see you later, Hinata-chan," I whispered. I destroyed the holy barrier and teleported to Tempest. Chapter 33. The Nightmare of Falmouth. The fight between Tempest and Falmouth has started. The 3 otherworlders entered Tempest but didn't see any monsters. "Hey, why are there no monsters here?" Shogo asked. "Maybe they got scared," Kyoya laughed. But then they saw 2 women standing in front of them, Shizue and Valora. "What is your business with my kingdom?" Shizue asked. "Your kingdom? Too bad you married a slime," Kyoya sneered. "You're beautiful. What a waste. When I kill that slime, I'll make you mine," Shogo added. "Huh, what a bunch of foolish humans thinking they can win against Uncle Rimuru," Valora said, looking down on them. Karara used her unique skill on Valora, but it didn't work. Valora just stood there. Shogo charged at Valora, but when the smoke cleared, Shogo was shocked. Valora had stopped his fist with just a finger. "Is that all? What a disappointment," Valora said. She kicked him, knocking him out instantly. Kyoya tried to attack Shizue, but she simply slapped him, and he was out too. Karara fell to her knees in fear. "Take these 2 and leave. Tell your leader he started a war he cannot win," Shizue commanded. Karara ran back to the knights. Rimuru's return. I teleported into the meeting room. "There's no need to wait. I'm already here." "Rimuru-sama, you're back," Rigard cried. "Sorry about the mess. I got blocked by Hinata," I said, mostly lying, since I could have teleported earlier. "Now, here is the plan." I told them the plan, but this time I decided to bring someone along. "Master, I recommend bringing Veldora with you." "Don't worry, I'm not going alone," I said. Before leaving, I gave Shizue-san a kiss on the cheek. The Falmouth camp. King Admaris was laughing about how he would take Shizue and Valora for himself. Suddenly, every soldier in front of him fell dead. Me, Veldora, and Ifrit made an epic entrance. Veldora let out a roar that made the ground shake. "The storm dragon!" the soldiers screamed. "Are you the king of Falmouth?" I asked, walking toward Admaris. "Yes, and you should pay respect to me," he stammered. "Why would I respect a trash king like you? You said you would take my wife and niece, right?" I asked with a murderous smile. "You will die for daring to take my daughter," Veldora yelled with rage. Admaris literally peed his pants. "Calm down, Veldora. I still need them," I said. I used the pile of bodies to summon Diablo. "Demon summoning. Answer my call. Noir the primordial black. Come to me and serve me." Noir Diablo appeared and bowed. "Kufufufu. To be summoned by you, O great supreme one, is such a blessing. I accept your offer. Now bring these imbeciles to the prison. After that, I will give you 3 names," I said. "Very well, my lord," Noir replied, his eyes sparkling. Chapter 34. Victory of Tempest. After I summoned Diablo and his companions, Ifrit and Veldora headed back to town. I decided to stay behind for a bit because I could feel her presence nearby. I headed into the woods, and sure enough, there she was. "What are you doing here, Luminous?" I asked. "Era, so you noticed me," Luminous replied. I wondered what she was doing here now. She had clearly seen Veldora just moments ago, and I was pretty sure she was still pissed at him. "I sensed your presence the moment Veldora and I landed," I said, crossing my arms. "So, you are friends with that overgrown lizard?" Luminous asked, her voice tinged with annoyance toward Veldora. Yes, we're friends. But why are you here, anyway? I asked. I took out a table and 2 chairs, along with some tea and cookies. Era, you're quite the gentleman, Luminous said, looking straight into my eyes. Just forget that. Tell me the reason you're here. I asked again with a serious look. I might melt if you look at me that way, Luminous teased. She was acting quite strange this time. Just get to the point already, Luminous. Fufufu, alright, I'll tell you. The reason I came here is that I heard this attack was caused by a demon lord, Luminous said with a smile. So you're here to watch the war? I asked, taking a sip of my tea. Fufufu, not really. I just thought that you might need help, Luminous said. You're going to kill your own believers just for me? I asked. It was truly strange to hear her say such a thing. Why not? I can always find more humans to serve under God Luminous, she said, reaching out to touch my chin. Huh, you have a really strange style of ruling, I said, gently pushing her hand away. You could say that. Besides, the knights you killed were all fools. I don't need fools in my domain, Luminous said while sipping her tea. Speaking of fools, Hinata tried to kill me, I added. She looked up at me. Did you kill her? She asked. No, she's a student of my wife. If I killed her, my wife would be heartbroken, I explained. Wife? I see. But I would like to make a little request, if you don't mind, Luminous asked. It was unusual for her to request anything. What could it be? I asked, sipping my tea. I would like to be one of your wives, she said. I immediately spat out my tea. What are you saying? You're the queen of the vampires and a demon lord, I said, trying to keep my cool. Rumina's was a real beauty, much like Shizue and Ciel. So what? Those are just titles. I have my own interests in you, she said, meeting my gaze. Sigh. Okay, Before I could start my sentence, Luminous put her finger on my lips. I can wait for your answer, but I suggest you accept it, Luminous said. She began walking toward the shadows of the trees. I'll see you later, Rimuru. Then she disappeared. Man, what is wrong with her? Making a request like that. Ciel, am I in trouble? Are you troubled by it, Master? Yes, of course. She just requested to be one of my wives. It is up to you, Master. Hey, Ciel, what would happen if I actually married her? You would have the loyalty of all vampires, gain the wealth of Rubrios, and ensure that the Holy Church is completely under your control, Master. I see. Should I accept or not? I'm scared, though. What if Shizue finds out about this conversation? I have already told her everything that happened here, Master. You what? Now she's definitely going to kill me. Luminous POV. As I walked away from Rimuru, I could feel that he was troubled by the decision. However, I knew he would eventually accept my request. After all, he would gain my wealth and territory. Not only that, he could ensure the church wouldn't attack his kingdom and gain control over the Western nations. Fufufu, I know you will accept this request of mine, Rimuru, I said to myself, walking away with a smile. And I also have an opportunity to get my revenge on that lizard, so it's a win for me as well. Rimuru POV. Too many problems. I'll think about this tomorrow. I went back to Tempest and saw everyone getting ready to party. They all seemed a little happy, but I knew they were still hurting because they couldn't protect the nation themselves this time. I knew that feeling would fade soon, though, because I planned to send them against Clayman's forces. Rimuru-sama, welcome back, Benimaru greeted me. Yeah, by the way, Ifrit, how are the prisoners? I asked. They are locked up now, Rimuru-sama, Ifrit replied. I walked toward Shizue. Shizue-san, I'm glad you're okay, I said. You don't need to worry about me. I'm stronger than before. But we have a much bigger problem, Shizue said. What is it? About the request from Demon Lord Luminous, Shizue said, looking straight into my eyes. You see, before I could even explain, Shizue interrupted me. It's okay with me if you accept her request. After all, Ciel-chan and I are much closer to you than she is. But can she be trusted? Shizue asked. Yes, she can be trusted. Hinata serves her, after all. After I said that, Shizue just sighed and smiled. I see. If Hinata trusts her, then I trust her as well. But Shizue put her hands on my shoulders. If you give her more attention than us, I will cut your son off, she said with a killing aura that made my body tremble. Yes, ma'am. I won't, I said, saluting her. Good. Now let's start the party, Shizue said with a normal smile. She is terrifying when she's jealous. Suddenly, Noir appeared in front of me with the other archdemons. Black, what are you doing here? Shizue asked, looking at him. Kufufufu, no need to be alarmed, Shizue-sama. I am only here because of my master's wish, Noir said, bowing before me. You summoned them, Rimuru-san? Shizue asked. I nodded and she lowered her guard. You three have done a great job. As I said earlier, I will give you 3 names as a reward, I said. Their eyes sparkled with anticipation. I named all of them and they evolved into demon peers. Diablo is very close to becoming a demon king. I know he will evolve any day now. Then I gave all my executives the power they had in the last timeline, and they all evolved. Shizue-san also evolved into a saint class. Her unique skill burner evolved into the ultimate skill burning sun Helios. Now she could likely beat Leon's ass without a problem.